This is the City of Avondale Estates, Georgia Board of Mayor and Commissioners. It is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. It's 5:30. I'd like to call the meeting to order. We have an agenda before us. Do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
That was Lisa. Do I have a second?
Second.
That was Graham. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay. All right, Commissioner comments. We will start with Commissioner Rainey.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Yeah. Just want to say thank you to everyone for coming. Welcome. I don't have too much to say. I just wanted to remind everybody to patronize our small businesses, especially I thought about them last Saturday when we had the big water main break and some businesses had to close for the entire day. Some had to close for more than a day, and they lose definitely a lot of business on a Saturday. So always keep that in mind. And then I just wanted to congratulate the Avondale Arts Alliance on a great opening. They did such a nice job with that building, and it's a beautiful gallery now, and there's beautiful artwork in there. And they had a great turnout Saturday night, despite the rain. It was lots of people there, and it was a lot of fun. So I think they're a real asset to our community, and kudos to the DDA for working out how to get them in that space, and hope they can be there, and hope they're successful there. So that's all I got.
Cool. Thank you. Commissioner Rock.
Just happy Valentine's. Is this on?
I think so.
Is it? Okay.
This is Michael.
All right.
Is your green light on?
Mhm.
Hit the push button.
Or maybe it's this other one, final.
Yeah.
Under the-
Maybe that's good. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Not much work.
that's my spot.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, good.
No, this trouble. Valentine's Day, and let's keep it at that.
Commissioner Shortell.
Yeah, first I'd like to congratulate the city on being named a Tree City USA for the 40th year in a row. And also for receiving the Growth Award for 14 years. I mean, that's really amazing. Trees are so important. They're beloved here in Avondale, and it's just great to see this program continuing. And then, if you'll bear with me, I want to get into just a little bit of some weeds here, because I follow along with the Georgia Legislative update through Georgia Municipal Association. And I just wanted to give our residents a little bit of taste of what's being considered. Nothing has, passed through yet. We still got lots of days to go. But some of the bills being looked at have to do with cityhood requirements, short-term rentals, local development moratoriums. These are all things that can affect us possibly. And then a big one would be the Property Tax Relief Act, which would also be known to y'all as something to do with your homestead exemption. So there are changes potentially coming to homestead exemptions. Some good, some possible, depending on your perspective, some good, some bad. I will say that if this bill passes, that cities that have a well-developed commercial district will fare better than those that don't. So let me just leave that there. And then lastly, the governor's amended budget for this year will also has some real goodies in it this year, including increased funding for water and sewer grants, increased funding for rural workforce housing, and a big one that might affect us is increased funding for transportation LMIG grants. So typically there's about $218 million. Well, there originally was $218 million in the budget, and the governor wants to add an additional 200 to that. And those are some of the funds that we use for paving and stuff. And we get a certain amount every year. It's a little more complicated than that, but I won't go into it, but just suffice it to say that we may see some additional funds coming from the state this year to help us. So just wanted to update everyone on that.
Wow, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have nothing to add other than happy Valentine's Day. Mr. Manager?
Yeah, Lisa stole all of the thunder.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not know you were going to say that.
It's all good. So if y'all didn't hear, we are now a Tree City USA for the 40th year. But very, very proud of that designation. And Georgia's Arbor Day is Friday. And we will be planting a native water hickory in Willis Park at 2 p.m. With the assistance of the Avondale Estates Garden Club, and all are welcome to attend.
Thank you. Okay, are there any meeting minutes to approve? Okay, so we have no meeting minutes to approve this evening, so no, nothing on item 4. All right, item 5. We have before us a proclamation for Arbor Day for you. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morgan proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for planting of trees. And whereas this day, now known as Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in the state of Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the United States and the world, and whereas trees reduce erosion of our topsoil, reduce heating and cooling costs, moderate temperature, clean air, produce oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource that provides paper, wood, fuel, and beauty. Now, therefore, I, Jonathan Elmore, Mayor of the City of Avondale Estates, Georgia, do hereby proclaim February 16th, 2024 as the 151st anniversary celebration of Arbor Day, and urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. So is there anyone here who's receiving this proclamation? No. Well, it's in a nice red folder. Anyway, okay. I wasn't sure if anyone was here to kind of receive that or whatever. Okay, thank you. All right, the next item. Tomorrow is World Cholangiocarcinoma Day, and I will just say that is it's in the proclamation, but that is a serious form of cancer. And I'll tell you what, let me read the proclamation first, okay? So World Cholangiocarcinoma Day, February 15th, 2024. Whereas the City of Avondale Estates is pleased to recognize and observe February 15th, 2024 as World Cholangiocarcinoma Day in commemoration of all patients and caregivers impacted by the rare and lethal cancer. And whereas cholangiocarcinoma starts in the bile duct, a thin tube about 4 to 5 inches long that reaches from the liver to the small intestine. The major function of the bile duct is to move a fluid called bile from the liver and gallbladder to the small intestine, where it helps digest fats and food. And whereas an estimated 10,000 people in the United States develop cholangiocarcinoma each year, and the chances of survival depend to a large extent on the location of the cancer and how advanced it is when found. And whereas cholangiocarcinoma patients are typically diagnosed at a late stage due to the lack of public awareness for early detection. And whereas foundations, research and teaching hospitals, rare cancer advocacy groups, and patient advocacy groups around the globe have joined forces to increase cholangiocarcinoma advocacy, awareness, research, and education to bring improved outcomes for patients and early detection and treatment and potential curative methods. And now, therefore, I, Jonathan Elmore, Mayor of Avondale Estates, Georgia, do hereby observe February 15th, 2024 as Cholangiocarcinoma Day. Joining us this evening is former Commissioner Adele Elton. If you didn't know, Adele lost her husband to this very deadly cancer not long ago. Rich was how old?
51.
Rich was a young man. And they have 3 fine young men, boys. Michael's joining us here this evening as well. Thank you. But we wanted to read this partially because of that. I just want to say we are all deeply sorry. And to Michael and your brothers, so difficult. Your dad was awesome. And if no one's told you, you could not have a better example of what it means to be a good man, a good husband, a good dad, just a good person. And I think, although, you know, your father was taken early, I think that example will serve you for the rest of your life and guide you in your decisions. But we are all deeply sorry. Anyway, we just wanted to read that proclamation. Any comments?
My deepest sympathies, Adela, Michael.
Likewise, deepest condolences. Jonathan, I think you said that very well. It's awful to lose someone so special, so young, and still had so much to contribute to his family and to the world. And
My condolences, really, those stuff.
So would you like to take a photograph with the commissioners? So how about everybody come down front? You two. We'll take that off. Let's. Come in the middle. You. And somebody come over here with me. It's full. Adela?
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you all. Okay, back to here. Okay, all right. Now, item number 7. For the last 8 years, Brian Fisher who was our previous commissioner, has been Mayor Pro Tem. Brian chose not to run again. So we are in need of a Mayor Pro Tem. And the Mayor Pro Tem, it means for a little while, would run the meetings if I were not available, or the mayor were not available. And so we have to have a Mayor Pro Tem per the charter. So and I don't do this very often, I would like to make the motion to, I guess the word is install, Commissioner Lisa Shortell as Mayor Pro Tem. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any comments up here?
I would accept that role to be your substitute.
And I would like to add, I mean, clearly, so does her homework, as we like to say, always very prepared, always knows what's going on. She also happens to be on our DDA, which is, I think, a good thing we've done there. But yeah, so bless you. Patrick?
I cherish my working relationship with each of you. Lisa notwithstanding, we function well as a team, and I think she will fill this role very admirably, and take it seriously.
Yes. Okay. So. So any comments, any more comments up here?
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Sure. Okay. Any comments or questions out there? Yes, we're going to vote on this. Do we have any online? No. All right, seeing none, I'd like to bring it back for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Michael? All right, that's 5. Congratulations. Our new Mayor Pro
Thank
Tem.
you. Thank you, Lisa.
So, thank you. Okay, public comment. Does anyone have any public comment on any of the items we have discussed this evening? Any online? Okay, I just can't totally tell. Okay. All right, seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
That was Lisa and Lionel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.